Hey guys, so I've done another reading on the Summer Wells case. Here's a few things I wanted to tell you that I picked up on without doing a reading. First of all, I feel that law enforcement over the past day or so has been really questioning Donald Wells and Candace. Okay, they've been questioning them. Now, it's kind of freaking Donald out a little bit. He's worried. I read something on a Facebook post that someone shared. This Facebook post was, you have 3 days to bring my daughter home, or I'm going to pray for your punishment, or you to be gone, or threatened. You know, I forget what exactly it was, but very threatening. Very threatening. See, what's happening is the law is cracking down on Donald a little bit. They're trying to get more out. They're trying to scare him. They figure he knows something and he's involved. He's trying to deflect and look good on the outside. If I say this, I won't look so bad. Hey, I'm going to give the bad person 3 days to, you know, so he doesn't look bad. He wants to make himself look like he has no idea what's going on. But he's deflecting outwardly. That's what I felt immediately. He's deflecting outwardly. He's making himself look worse. He's making himself look worse. He wasn't even that caring or concerned about, please bring my daughter home, pleading. You know, please, I pray, I beg, I'll do anything, bring my daughter home. Instead, he's threatening the perpetrator, who he thinks is the perpetrator. You think threatening is going to get something somewhere? You think that's going to scare somebody? He knows that nobody kidnapped his daughter. Who would threaten somebody that has their daughter? Are you trying to scare somebody? I mean, he's not stupid. He's not stupid. So this was on a Facebook post from Donald Wells' Facebook, threatening that he's going to pray for his life to be taken out. Literally threatened this. So you can go on his Facebook page. Immediately when I saw it, I knew he was deflecting outwardly. And I knew he was going to be doing this because he's a false prophet. He knows what happened to his daughter. A lot of other people know too. They might not know where she's at or what exactly happened, but they know he's involved. So I was doing some reading so I can go in and do this live for you. I know I'll probably get the same cards anyway, but I take it that they had both planned this for some reason, or thought about this for a while. And then they took action, but they both helped each other. One person helped the other and gave the other one a helping hand to cover it up. Candace and Donald, completely involved. I also think, in a way, Donald thinks he's smarter than everybody else. But I think Candace manipulated Donnie because she knew some things on Donnie and the way Donnie has done her, and they're both really good at manipulating each other. Of course, Donnie's very manipulative in general, or Donald is very manipulative in general. And their relationship was not in a good place. They were arguing a lot about finances and relationship and trying to mend their relationship. And they thought taking this girl out for whatever reason would help their relationship. But she was liking, and I got that from the soulmate card in the mending reverse, that she was not able to really mend her relationship. And she was looking for love somewhere else. And this is probably something Donnie wasn't aware of at the time. Whether he is now, I don't know. But he's really worried right now. He is getting worried. Right now, he is. And he's making an ass of himself on Facebook. So, give us some information into this case. So that's what I'm going to ask the cards, to give us some information into this case, because I've already done a reading on this case, but why not go into it further, because it's been a week and I don't like to do them back to back during the same day or the same few days, because I'll get the same readings over and over again, and it's just doesn't do me too good getting the same readings over and over. Let me point the phone downward so you can see how I face this. You might not be able to see my face too well, but I just want you to see how I have the cards. So I'm shuffling through. And I'm going to see what they... Oh, something has already flipped. Time for a nap. I feel like it's time for me a nap. So, let's go on here. And got my cards set out. I'm going to flip the first one from each 3 sections I have here. Milk and honey, and this is in the reverse position. Milk and honey reversed. This is 1 out of 3 cards from this entire new deck I have. Do I like working with it? I don't know, because it's milk and honey. So that is the 1 card from out of 3. Yin Yang and milk and honey are the only ones that I don't really know the meanings of. And I have all my cards from each deck memorized besides this one. So 51, milk and honey. And it's in the reverse protection. Unease compels you to turn into pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly, before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before. You may continue struggling, or you may see no light and choose to surrender. So, of course, she was getting into this relationship. This is the protection message, and that's what I read. So, middle card, I'm going to flip it now. Not for you. This relationship was not for you. No, this was a 15-year-old child that you was trying to get with. And poised reverse. Poised reverse means it's just an unclassy, trashy, someone that's just very low, very, you know, they don't have to be, it's someone that's not only physically trashy, but mentally, emotionally just trashy. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just someone that doesn't go by the books, that just doesn't give a crap. Just doesn't give a crap. Just doesn't care what people thinks, doesn't care that, you know, just want what they want, what she wanted, what she wanted. She wanted this 15-year-old child. And that was more important to her. Being a child to her was more important to her than her own child, because she didn't want to be a mother. Her other children were older. They could basically take care of themselves and stay home and play on Xboxes all day long, and or their TVs all day long, and just do what they want to do. And I feel that I've already felt from my other readings that they basically fended for themselves and stayed home all the time by themselves anyway. They often had to take Summer because Summer was only 5 years old. Quite a vibrant and happy, beautiful girl. So we'll read a little bit more into this before I get off of here. This is what I feel. Knock, knock, knock. So I'm going to do 3 sections and then flip 1. I don't even know what this one is until I get it up here. Why? Why reversed? And I'm guessing the why reverse would be the same thing as the why, but it makes no sense why you would do this. Do not do things by the book. By the book is going by the book. By the book reversed is what I pulled out. It's a reverse card. Things were not by the book. In this family, nothing was by the book. And then exchanging gifts, which could be money, time, pleasure, things like that. And I think she was also very jealous of her daughter in general. And I've already also pulled a reading that shows a leg up from this deck. and that Candace and Donnie, they helped each other. Not, you know, I think Candace murdered her daughter and Donnie helped cover it up. And there's a reason. There's, you know, not to lose his other children. There's a reason he helped her cover it up. I mean, he probably loved her and all of that stuff. But I also don't think he really at the time knew about this young boy she wanted to get with. And it was just some other stuff too. They already got that they were going through financial issues as well. And I do feel that Summer was abused in some ways. So the first one I got up here is Imagine reversed. A message in a bottle. Just a message to come. And then Yang reversed. So again, the Yang one is the one I said yin yang, and the milk and honey are the ones that I actually have to look up, because this is, I'm working with this new deck and I know all of the meanings already besides the yin and yang card. So Yang reverse, be mindful of the tendency towards impulsive action, overconfidence, and aggressive behavior. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that leads to uncomfortable consequences. Be sure you want what you're really chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. And I really want to go into that Imagine reversed as well, because I've never gotten that one in the reversed position so far. Anyway, I have not gotten that one in the. So as you can see, this is a deck I'm not one. I'm a collector and I have tons of decks to work with, different ones, but this one I'm new with working in protectionist. Illusions and wishful thinking. Illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. So, you know, she thought her daughter was going to be gone and things were going to be great. She's going to have this guy to hang out with. Things are going to be perfect. But now she has no daughter, and that she definitely doesn't have a 15-year-old to hang out with and to have fun with. He doesn't want nothing to do with her. And now a relationship, which was already falling apart, is still in the same position. She's not happy as she was, but now she also doesn't have a daughter. She doesn't have a daughter. She thought she would be happy without a daughter and just living carefree and having and being able to go and be with this guy who now she can't be around because the mom and the family and everybody, you know, people found out about that, and she's not able to, you know, be around him either. And, you know, things are never what they turn out to be. You think that you're going to be, you know, you really want something that bad. You know, and, you know, illusions. I mean, Donnie's deflecting right now, and he just thinks that everybody's just gullible and, you know, because I've already gotten by the cards. I wanted to go in and see that they both know. They both. So don't come and say you got 3 days to bring my daughter back when you're saying that to deflect. Never pleaded for his daughter back, and now he's pleading for his daughter back because I feel that the law is been questioning him a lot the past day. He's really nervous. I'm going to do the last 3 from this deck. So a change in the wind, and I've gotten this one in forward and reverse. So a change in the wind reverse. So not a happy change. You know, not a happy change at all. Next up is yin. Another one. Yin and yang are the two that I don't know the meanings of. and Between Worlds. Going to number 2. Just a minute. Yin. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you. Just a minute. Ready to just a minute. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to follow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for things to appear. Be the shape, not the shaper, and you may see quickly. So, wow. And then, of course, Between Worlds is like wanting to go from one life to another. It's just sort of like living a new dream. So there's a lot that she wanted and was not grateful for what she had in general. They had some money issues, but I mean, they still had nice things, nice cars, nice things. They had some things more than what other people could have had, and I could tell that he made good money, but they spent money recklessly also. She had a new car. They had good things, but she wanted more. So this is the last one for this. So she wanted more. And who told you to tape that? Who told you to do that? Did Daddy tell you to do that?
Yeah, Mama.
Okay.
Yeah, Mama told me to do that.
Did she?
Yeah, Mama.
Okay. Last one here. By the book reversed. Things haven't went by the book at all. And things aren't going by the book. By the book reversed. Orphaned.
Go.
And then blessed. So I think the mom and dad's both going to be arrested, and the kids are going to be, they're going to be left without. But then you follow up with that blessed card. And then the first card was by the book. Things aren't going to go like they planned at all. They thought they had this down packed. They thought they had this down. They thought they had every alley covered, especially Donnie. But those kids are going to be taken. And it's going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing. So things are going to work out. I'm going to ask about justice in this case, or anything, like final thoughts on if there's anything we need to know. Final thoughts on if there's anything else we need to know about this case. Yeah. Garbage man. Final thoughts on this case. So this is the last one I do, especially with this deck. And I've worked with my other one too, but Imagine reversed. And I've drawn that one a few times in this reading. Thinking about actions. And then to be fair, reversed. So they're going to think that their punishment is not fair at all. They're going to think it's just not fair at all. It says to be fair, reversed. This can also mean that their punishment actually won't be fair. But I go by first gut. What I just immediately read, and it pops into my head as I immediately read it, to be fair, reversed. I feel that they're going to think, because I'm using into their personality, that they're going to think nothing is fair. And by the imagine, imagining's like imagining dreams and things like that. And then through it being reversed, it's like the opposite. And there's a few meanings to it too. So like if I go into 20, because it is a reversed one, so I like to, reverse gives you some extra meaning. So imagine reversed, which is called the protection message, which is actually the, you know, the bad part. Illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you imagined it to be. So, yeah. So their day is coming. Their day is coming. And this will all work out. I mean, but this is what happens, and it's, you know, it's sad. I'm going to use some of my Penetrex cream because my neck is hurting. This is like arthritis joint cream. It works really good. I have like so many different kinds. But I had neck surgery. I have a scar that goes across, all the way across, and it's anterior, so like my throat. So it's interior. A lot of people have asked me if I had thyroid surgery, and nope. But the pain kind of wraps around down my upper back to my neck, to the front of my neck. But, yeah, so I just wanted to go in and give you guys some information. I actually got some things from this reading that I didn't get from my other readings, which was good. And I hope it was helpful to you guys. But I do think Donnie's opening up. He's going to be opening up, at least until they shut his Facebook down or shut him down and tell him to stop commenting. But I do think he's just really doing this for attention, sympathy, not really even so much sympathy, more so the law and other people think, you know, they haven't pleaded for their child, but now all of a sudden they're pleading for their children. And I still don't think he would be pleading for his child. No, I don't. I don't think he would be pleading for his child's return. But someone's cracking down on him. Someone has been questioning him probably today and yesterday a good bit more, because there's no evidence of a kidnapping. Your child's gone in 2 minutes. I thought immediately that he was involved, but I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt. So I do my reading. So I do my readings, and I believe all of this. So it's very sad. I just pray that we will find out what happened to Summer, and pray for justice. And I hope that you enjoyed this this video. I don't think I need to go into like I've been into. I did earlier, and I should just go ahead and do one quick one for you guys. You know, these were people that were encouraging each other for help, someone helping someone, either Candace helping Donnie with the cover-up, or Donnie helping Candace with the cover-up. They were helping each other with this, helping each other with helping each other, giving each other a hand. So they both know about it. Any information, any more information, this is a different deck that this deck could give me the map from my ancestors. And guys, please, truth into this case. Give me some answers into this case. Summer Wales. Summer Wales. And I want to shuffle this one really good. So the first one, let me flip it. To the Sea, reversed. To the Sea, reversed. Next up is Go the Distance, reversed. Pretty much similar meanings to those two cards. Go the distance. Not, you know, going the distance means you're going the distance for someone. And then you reverse it, means not. I think somebody's going to, someone's going to speak up about this case. Truth be told. And I've got one card. Exchanging gifts. Maybe someone's going to be granted something, maybe immunity. They give immunity to someone who killed, and if you tell us where she had that, they can gift you either possibly immunity or time less time served for covering. And that's something they will do. Someone is not going to go the distance for someone else much longer anyway. To the sea, and when I go into to the sea, because that's sort of similar to going to the sea for somebody, but it's in the reverse position. So if I go, it's pretty much the same meaning. I want to go into it more. 7, and that's in the protection message. And external conditions appear to block every attempt at you. There's no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You're in a cycle. Things are flowing at its due course. There's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home. So, yeah. They, it's sort of like the home. They're staying put, but it's, someone else is not going to go the distance for someone else. Someone else is going to tell the truth in exchange for something. There is going to be an exchange. Time less served. Somebody's going to tell the truth. This is kind of like in my future spread, but then what I got earlier also, I was going over more about what happened, and, this was 2 people, and one encouraging someone else is over, mostly it was over a lot of things. They were having financial issues. Their relationship she didn't feel was being able to be mended. She liked this new guy. She wanted a new relationship. She was tired of being a mother. The older kids were able to basically stay home and take care of themselves, even though the younger one was a little too young to be staying home by herself. But she often keep the boys home by themselves and take Summer with her, and had to do this and do that. And she was just kind of tired of it. And really vengeful over Summer for some reasons. I mean, a lot of people liked Summer and gave her more attention. I mean, even people, other strangers and all, just loved Summer. And she just did not like that. She was just a jealous, vindictive person. And her husband, Don, wasn't, but he was more manipulative. He didn't really care. He's so narcissistic, he didn't care about his own daughter. He'd back his wife up before he'd care about his own daughter. That's just the truth of how he is. That's the truth of how he is. And besides that, I'm not sure if he was abusing his daughter. Somebody mentioned that it could have been sexually. I have to pull out some specific decks for that. And there's very few decks I have for that. And I'm a collector. I have tons of decks, so I have to look through and see what I have to see if there was any specific something going on like that. And I'll try to look into seeing if, there was something like that going on. But no, I do feel that there was a lot of neglect and other things in this household. I do feel that Summer was not cared for as much as the boys, and that she was more jealous. I mean, I feel that Dawn really didn't care about... I feel that she cared about her daughter in a weird way. She loved her daughter in a way, but she loved herself more. And Don, I don't feel loves anybody or cares about anything. I feel he is very narcissistic, very cunning. He doesn't care. Like, I don't think he would just out and kill his daughter, but that he didn't care, even what his wife did, that he's even less emotional to it than, he might care in a sort of creepy, weird way, but he's very narcissistic. He doesn't, feel compassion or love the same as us with empathy feel love and compassion. I feel that Candace doesn't really know what love is, and she's not super narcissistic, but she's narcissistic in her own right. She's not as bad as Dawn, but she's very self-centered. Dawn is also self-centered, but she has started to change and shift and become more self-centered because she hasn't been happy. In a relationship and just in general, she hasn't been happy, and she wasn't really taught how to love all that much, and she's really more really into herself at this point. Things have changed. She's really into herself. She wanted this new relationship, and this is what happened. Although I feel she loved her kids in a way, she didn't care about Summer near as much. She loved her in a weird way, but I don't feel Dawn, just very narcissistic, didn't care about anyone. But I fear that Candace still was very vindictive and jealous of her daughter. I do feel that she was quite vindictive, quite jealous of any kind of attention that her daughter received, and from anyone, and just that's kind of how I feel. I feel that she's pretty much all about herself, and she was just tired of it. She was tired of even having to watch her daughter and take her daughter places. She was just tired of it. But I've been on here ranting this past few minutes, at least over 30 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope this was helpful to you guys. I will try to update in a week or so. I don't like to do multiple readings a day or readings every day, because my readings will be similar, because I'm picking up on a lot of the same things. But as weeks go by, 1 week at least, or if I do them, you know, maybe twice in a week, I can pick up on more information to give you. And sometimes if I use more decks, that gives me more information to go on. I just don't want to get into several decks today. So, like in a couple days, I'll probably pull out some other decks and then go at it that way and use some Earth Magic or Gaia and see what they give me. But I hope this was at all helpful to you. If you like this, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.